Imagine you know something that could save somebody's life, and you only use it for yourself. Imagine if you have the tools to survive or the resources, and you keep them all to yourself. Then your brother, your neighbor, your sister would perish. Well, I prayed for a message for a loved one, somebody I love very, very, very much. And they gave me a message for them. And I believe this message isn't just for them alone. I believe this message is for all believers, all people of God, all people of Christ, those that want to do good, those that want to have salvation, those that call themselves children of God. So he gave me this message. It's Ezekiel 3, verse 16. And it's called, "The Lord Warns Israel." After 7 days, a message came to me from the Lord. He said, "Son of man, I have appointed you as a prophet to warn the people of Israel. So listen to my message. Give them a warning from me. Suppose I say to a sinful person, 'You can be sure you will die,' and you do not warn him. You do not try to get him to change his evil ways in order to save his life. Then he will die because he has sinned. And I will hold you accountable for his death. But suppose you do warn that sinful person, and he does not turn away from his sin or his evil ways. Then he will die because he has sinned, but you will have saved yourself. Or suppose a godly person turns away from his godliness and does what is evil. And suppose I put something in his way that will trip him up. Then he will die. Since you did not warn him, he will die for his sin. The godly things he did will not be remembered, and I will hold you accountable for his death. But suppose you do warn a godly person not to sin, and he does not sin. Then you can be sure that he will live, because he had listened to your warning, and you will have saved yourself." The strong hand of the Lord was on me. He said, "Get up, go out to the flatlands. I will speak to you there." So I got up, went out to the flatlands. The glory of the Lord was standing there. It was just like the glory I'd seen by the Kidron River. So I fell with my face toward the ground. Then the Spirit of the Lord came into me. He raised me to my feet. He said to me, "Go, son of man, shut yourself inside your house. Some people will tie you up with ropes, so you will not be able to go out among your people. I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth. Then you will be silent. You will not be able to correct them. They always refuse to obey me. But later I will speak to you. I will open your mouth. Then you will tell them, 'Here is what the Lord and King says.' Those who listen will listen, and those who refuse to listen will refuse. They always refuse to obey me." Yeah, so it's just a warning from the Lord to turn away from sinful things, sinful ways, carnal desires, fleshly desires, things that hurt people, things that harm yourself, that isolate you from people. Because sin separates us from God. Sin separates us from the love of God. And it destroys relationships. It makes you alone. Lose people, lose finances, and then you lose yourself. And and you lose your salvation. So here's a warning. Turn away from your sinful ways. You know, I was called to be obedient, to deliver this message, because God called me to be a mouthpiece, to talk to his people, to even talk to non-believers, to pray for people, to, you know, hold people accountable. Love is also rebuking people when they're doing wrong, to hold them accountable. When you do right, you are right. When you do wrong, you are wrong. And that is the law. God wants us to forgive. If you've been wrong, forgive that person. Unforgiveness is a sin. If you expect our Father to forgive you, forgive those. And I love you. This message comes with love. But there comes to a time and place where you have to get serious about your life and about your soul, because we are in a spiritual battle, and life isn't all fun and games. Sometimes you have to get serious about yourself, about the people you love, about the effects of your sin, the effects of your actions, the effects of your words. Because everything you do affects the world around you. God bless you, people of God. Fight the good fight. Forgive, push, love. The battle has already been won. Anyways, take care of yourselves. Love you. And until next time.